Let's take a couple of minutes and we're going to check out the AM/FM tuner section built into your Pioneer DEH-S1000UB. So in order to get to the tuner, all I have to do is press the source button here. That takes me to the auxiliary input. If I press that button again, that takes me back around to radio. If I have a CD in the system, that will stop on CD along the way. Just keep touching the source button until you see the AM/FM tuner. Now, when I'm on the AM/FM tuner, there's a bunch of information displayed on the screen right now. You can see that I am on FM band number 1, and I am on radio station preset number 2, and the frequency is 104.7. Now, I can change that information displayed on the screen by touching the display button here, so I can see the clock if I want, and I still see that I'm on FM band number 1. And here's the broadcast information being sent by the radio station, if it's in fact being sent by the radio station. If there's no broadcast information being sent, this is not available to you. So we'll touch this to come back around now to the frequency information. So I have my 6 radio station presets right across the bottom here. There's my radio station presets, and it's very easy to create a radio station preset. I'm just going to tune in my favorite radio station. So I'm going to use the track button here, and I'm on 104.7 right now. If I touch the track button up once, I go to 104.9. Touch it up one more time, I'll go to 105.1. If I press and hold for a moment, it starts to seek to the next available radio station and then locks onto a strong signal. So I found 107.9. I want to make that one of my radio station presets. So I'm just going to press and hold button number 1, for example, for a moment till that stops flashing. And now 107.9 is locked into radio station preset number 1 on FM band number 1. Let's change to another AM/FM band here. We are on FM number 1, and we have 6 radio station presets to work with there. If I touch the go back button here, that changes to FM band number 2. That gives me 6 more radio station presets to work with. Touch the band button again. That goes to FM number 3 with 6 more radio station presets to work with for a total of 18 radio station presets available on FM. If I touch band one more time, that takes me over to AM, and I get 6 radio station presets available to me on AM. And then touch it one more time, and that brings me back around to my original FM band number 1 and my 6 original radio station presets. So let's take a moment now and check out some of the functions available in the AM/FM tuner. We will press in on the volume control, and we want to scroll along here until we find the function menu. Here's function, and we'll press enter. First thing we see is BSM, or best stations memory, and we are on FM band number 1. So for example, if you want to find the 6 strongest radio stations that are available to you right now, maybe you're on a road trip and the radio stations have become weak, just find BSM here and press in on the volume control. And now you'll see the FM1 is flashing because the tuner is scanning through the entire FM spectrum and will automatically lock in the 6 strongest radio stations that it's receiving right now. So on FM band number 1, it erased the original presets that were there and replaced them with the new presets for best station memory. Now that works on FM band 1, 2, and 3. It also works on AM. Now let's pick up on that function menu again. We're going to press in on the volume control. That takes us back to the function menu, and we'll press enter. There's best station memory. Let's roll past that to the local setting. Now, local is a filter where we can filter out the weak radio stations and only find the strong local radio stations if that's what you want to do. Right now, that local filter is switched off, so we will tune in every radio station, every noise on the dial. Every time we touch that seek function here, we're going to find the weakest radio stations around and the strong ones. But if we want to filter out the weak stuff, we can press in on the volume control and switch the local filter onto level number 1. This will filter out the weakest radio stations, but you only get some of the stronger ones. Then you can switch this up to local level number 2, 3, or 4. And if you're using local level number 4, now only the very strongest radio stations will be available when I use the seek function right here. Press and hold the track button to use that seek function. So for right now, I'm going to switch the local off, and we're going to roll over to the next setting, which is the seek method, and that refers to this button right here. So right now we're in the manual seek mode, and that means that when I press this button, I'm going to seek up to the next available frequency. If I press and hold this button for a moment, I'm going to seek to the next radio station. So one frequency step at a time, or up to the next strong station if you hold the button down. If I press in on the volume control here, I can change my seek function to my preset channels. And now, when I touch these arrow keys, I will jump between my radio station presets. So if you're looking for a way to go from one frequency to another, you want to make sure you have this on the manual setting. If you want to use these arrow keys up and down to change between your presets, you want to put that on the preset channel setting. For right now, I'm going to switch it on to manual, and I'm going to roll over to the next setting here, which is back around to BSM. When you're done making your adjustments here, you can press the go back button to escape.